it is me, Cici, and this right here is everything I made this year. So 2022 has come and passed, and things have been made. Admittedly, not a whole lot of things have been made, but things have been made. So today, we are going to go through all of the things that have been made, because it is a new year, and that's what people do in the new year. I'm just gonna jump right into it because I don't know what to do with the rest of this intro, so let's go. So first off, I have this cute little crop top right here. This is a pattern from Shenda DIY, and I made this last spring, I believe. It's got an awkward little seam down the back. It's a little bubbly. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about her, but she's super cute. She's great for spring, which is when I made her, so of course she's gonna be great for spring. I don't know. I think she's neat. Even though this has a bunch of little flaws in it, I think that this is probably my favorite thing that I've made this year. Which is a little weird to say because it is such a simple design. But that's part of what makes it so great. It is just a really simple design and you can wear it in a lot of different scenarios. Plus, she's very comfy. The yarn is soft and breathable. I'm pretty sure I used a cotton blend to make her. So she's perfect for spring. You can keep on wearing her into the summer and it's just a good time. Up next, we have this spicy little top. This pattern is also from Shenda DIY, I'm pretty sure. In case it isn't obvious by now, I am a big fan of Shenda DIY's patterns. I don't know, I was feeling a little bit spicy when I decided to make this. And I've worn her a couple of times, but honestly, just like getting the courage up to wear this is a bit much. I think I've worn it a couple of times when I was like hanging out with friends or just like alone in my house because there's nobody to creepily stare at me when I'm alone in my house. I think that she's great. There are a couple of structural problems with her, like I don't like this band thing and just the way that the back ties up. It's a little loosey-goosey. So maybe next year that'll be my new resolution to like wear this more often. And on to the next one. This top I absolutely adore! This top is so cute. This is, guess what? Another Shenda DIY pattern. I did put my own spin on it for the sleeves, but the basic how to assemble all of the stitches I got from Shenda DIY. This shirt is so adorable despite also having some structural integrity issues. Like, I didn't know if I actually wanted to use this because it's got like a little bit of stretch to it and I only had 2 pieces, so it kind of like goes through the armband when really what I need is 4 pieces. But we make it work. We make it work. This yarn also just tends to like hold on to sweat a little easily, which means I can only wear her for a few months in spring. But she's just so cute. She's so pretty, and I think that this is actually my favorite piece that I've made this year. That was a lie, that was not my favorite piece I've made this year. I feel like as far as outcome is concerned, this is my favorite piece, but as far as sentimentality is concerned, this is not my favorite piece. That being said, I adore her with all of my heart, but we are going to move on to the next piece. The next piece is this monstrosity. You could call it a creative work, maybe. This is basically just like the last blouse that I made, except it doesn't have sleeves and it's just worse in every way. I'm probably gonna take it apart and salvage the yarn for another piece that I am working on, if I'm honest. But hey, I made her. She exists. Thank you, next. This is a sweater that I repurposed from an old sweater that I had. She was cute and she was comfy, but she did have a little bit of a tear in her, which is why I took her apart and repurposed her to make this cute little thing. And now I call it my teddy bear sweater, and it still smells like old mothball sweater a little bit, but hey, she's cute, she's comfy. I'm not going to complain about that one. Now this one isn't actually one that I made myself because this is knitting and very intricate and a large piece, and I don't have the patience for this kind of stuff. But I did use crochet to try and salvage the neckline a little bit here. This belonged to my mom when she was younger, so I really wanted to make sure I could, like, keep wearing this sweater. And I'm still a little bit nervous every time I wear it for the structural integrity because it is a very old sweater. But I like the kind of, like, patched up neckline. I think she's cute, and it's just a fun little detail to add onto an old sweater. That is all of the tops that I made this year. So that was a bit of a lie. I forgot to include a couple of items that I made. So first is this halter top that I made in late spring, early summer-ish. And the second one is this adorable little Junimo plushie that I made. Now on to the rest of the video. I actually didn't make any bottoms. Maybe I should make that my resolution for next year. I did, however, make a couple of bags. This first one that I made is just a highly impractical little pocket change purse. I'm not a huge fan of the straps, but I think the bag itself is adorable. I think I originally made it to, like, hold a water bottle, I think, maybe? But I feel like the shape of it likens itself much more to, like, a little change pouch. And this was also, I'm pretty sure, the first time that I used this alpine stitch, which I absolutely adore. I love it so much. I used this stitch to make a scarf for my friend, which I don't have any pictures of. But I also used it to make another bag this year. This little beauty, I think, is still technically unfinished. Like, it doesn't have a button. I'm not super happy with the strap situation. It doesn't feel very stable. I also want to add a lining to it so that it has a little bit more support and doesn't feel so fragile. But once I get all of that done, this is going to be such an adorable little bag. It is going to be a hassle to keep clean, though, I will admit that. The last thing I made, I actually already made a video on, so that's why we saved it for last, and it is this blanket. I still haven't tucked in the ends in a lot of places, but I am going to consider it done. And tucking in the ends is something that I can do if I, like, get bored one weekend. I use this blanket very frequently. I adore this blanket. My cat adores this blanket and probably steals it from me more than I actually get to use it. But I really like it. It's just a nice, cozy addition to my living area. And that's it. That's everything that I've made this year. I would like to try and be a little bit more prolific this year and try to expand my crocheting knowledge a little bit. There's one creator that's really been inspiring me to crochet more, and I believe her username is I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm gonna link it down in the description, and I'm gonna highly recommend that you watch her stuff, because she just has the best vibes on her channel, and I love her work so much. So I want to try and follow her tutorials to make bottoms, like a nice cute little pair of shorts, or like a skirt or a pair of pants or something. Crochet pants do kind of scare me, though. There's just a lot of, like, little holes in crochet work, and I'm not sure if that would translate very well to a pair of pants. But I'm gonna give it a try, and if I can only wear it in my house, then so be it. I will wear it all the time in my house. I am so excited for the projects that I'm going to get into next year, and hopefully, if I remember, knock on wood, I will be sharing even more projects with you guys. So cheers to another year of creativity, and I will see you all in the next video.